Again, there's another aspect that deals with the management of the 0.6%. In fact, the larger part of this law is dedicated to managing 0.6% of the proceeds from money in forest reserve. I think that's one of the significant part of it. Because before this law, even though that money was being collected, there was no regulation, there was no hard law on how that money was being managed. So a lot of even though I must admit there's a lot of committees which are fine and necessary, there's a lot of committees that have been established to manage that money. And if I mentioned, there are about 5. So you have a steering committee, you have finance subcommittee, you have a liaison group, you have a communication subgroup, you have procurement subgroup, you have 3 other subgroups. And I think that with a fund of 0.6% and you have all of these groups, it's a lot of dissipation of the resources.
Yeah.
You know, so that's another part that I think needs to be looked at properly.
Yeah.
And the worst part, if you look at the offense, because a law is not a law if there are no consequences for breaking the law. Guess what? The consequences of breaking this law is only 3,000 Ghana cedis.
Really?
That is peanut for any minor, not even a galamsey.
Just 3,000 Ghana cedis.
It's 200, the maximum is 250, no more than 250 penalty units.
Right.
A penalty unit is 12 cedis. Multiply 250 by 12. It's 3,000 Ghana cedis. That is the offense for breaking the law or going for imprisonment. Of course, that's some alternative, or both. But the majority of times, if the crime is not so grievous to the eyes or to the heart of the judge, he will probably give you the option of paying a fine.
Yeah.
And the fine is 3,000. We think that this law needs to be relooked at if there should be a deterrence. In fact, even the exception that we say, that exception that you cannot mind in those exception areas, the offense is 3,000 for breaching the law.